What is up, Finesse family? Hopefully you guys are all having a great day. Make sure you guys can hear me. How's everybody doing today? Okay, hold on a second. All right. So today, guys, we are celebrating a milestone, and I definitely want to celebrate this with you guys because it is because of you guys, right? So let's get started. Doo-doo-doo. Guys, hopefully you guys are all having a great day today. You know, it's a pop-up day. You guys know I normally don't stream on Sundays, but I felt like this was the best day to celebrate with you guys. If you did not know, you're new to the channel, welcome. Hola, como esta, bonjour, ni hao. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. As you're coming in, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Also fill out the poll question so I can kind of see who is in here. The question is, which kind of finesse fam, or what level, I guess you could say, are you? Are you a day one OG, you've been here for a minute, or are you new? There's so much in the channel, there's so much that has been happening that's going on. I just really wanted to share that kind of with you guys for a little bit today and just talk about the channel, where we are, where we're going, maybe some of the things you guys want to see going forward in the channel. But just for me, I'm super excited because I just remember, especially those day ones that know, I remember just starting with the channel. I remember being suggested to do the channel a lot, but if you guys didn't know, I just had a newborn last year. And so it was a lot when I first started off, not a lot more, per se, but more so it was, I just was busy. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I was just super busy to just get it started. But I did, and I'm super happy that I got it started. So also too, before I forget, for the time that I'm going to be on with you guys, I'm going to drop the link. So if you want to come up and just speak, or you wanted to talk about maybe a moment that you, from this whole year of us doing this show, having this time together, you guys can come on up and talk about it. But with that being said, guys, I just wanted to definitely start off letting you guys know who I am if you're new to the channel. I'm Mrs. D Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com. That is my actual website. What I do is I do consulting and coaching. I am an educator, over a decade, almost 2 now. And my purpose for coming on YouTube and starting the channel was to help garner conversations, to help us as a community and culture have these conversations that we just don't like to have. Shout out to Crystal. She says, congratulations on 1 year. So proud of you, Mrs. B. Thank you. Shout out to you, Crystal. And shout out to you also, and thank you for supporting, because you are a channel member, and so I appreciate that very, very much, that you took the time and felt that that was important to help support the channel. So thank you so much for that. I definitely appreciate that you support the channel and that it means something to you. So thank you so much for that also. Like I said, guys, just even starting off, it's it's I've been so super busy. Like, I should have did this a couple weeks ago, because technically the Educate Miss B Finesse channel, that's the one that it's on its year. My Mrs. B Finesse channel, or Millennial Finesse Mindset, this channel, it's been about a year and a couple weeks or something like that. So I definitely wanted to so yeah, guys, this is the Educate Miss B Finesse channel right here. This is the other channel. All right. And so once again, if you haven't subscribed to that, go ahead and subscribe to that channel too. Subscribe there. That is the other channel. And yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to chop it up with you guys, just celebrate on this day when it's much deserved. And the celebration really starts with you guys, because once again, you guys are the reason for the channel. There's been so many conversations, guys, as I go back through and look. Oh, I am. Shout out to you. Haven't seen you in a minute, but thank you for coming by and showing love. She says, congrats, Mrs. B. Yeah. Yeah, guys, it seems like it's gone so fast. I mean, we've been through so much. I know, like I said, if you did not know, when I first started, I had a newborn at that point, and I was taking care of her at home, if you did not know. And just even starting the channel, being on YouTube, all those, especially people that really know me, I'm not on social media. I didn't have social media accounts. I was on none of the Instagrams, the TikToks, Facebook, all those type of things, Snapchat. Knew nothing of it, right? So even coming on YouTube and seeing the whole platform as what it is so interesting to me also. Taking on the role as really wanting to commit to being thorough when I came to YouTube. And when I say that, I mean, give me a second, guys. I mean, actually kind of following the schedule. I know when I first started, it was whenever I had time to try to fit in to want to like be on YouTube, right? But committing to the schedule actually helped me when I first started to acquire a lot of my watch hours. I know I think my 4,000 watch hours, I think I had that probably in 2 or 3 months. I had it very, very quick. And that was a testament to you guys watching the channel. And then sticking to like that schedule. And really this live stream is going to be, it's a celebration of you guys. It's a celebration of this channel growth and the other channel, the Educate Mrs. B Finesse channel. And it's also hopefully motivation to a lot of you guys. I'm hoping this will motivate you guys to, when you have something you want to do, that you stick to it irregardless. I know a lot of times, as I mentioned before, that really finding kind of a schedule or something to stick to helped out a lot as far as me. Once again, like I told you guys, I don't think a lot of people realize what people that come on and do content creation, that a lot of them do have a regular normal life. So with me, it's even when I think about it and talk to, my husband or family members about it, how it all balances, it's amazing to me, because a lot of times I know just, being a wife and being a mom and, going back and forth and taking kids to class and helping them with class and college and the baby, there's a lot of things that I balance, and I don't think about it till like I talk to you guys about it or you guys bring it up to me. And so just the fact of, having a goal and sticking to it and being balanced is super, super important on the journey. I know even when I first started, and a lot of you can remember, I know RM probably does, as far as when I first started streaming, because before, guys, I was just kind of throwing up some videos every once in a while, and a lot of people were asking me that maybe see me if I came on somebody else's show to do the streams. And I was like, I don't want to live stream, even though I don't mind being in front of the camera, guys, because like I told you, I was an educator. So I've done virtual school and teaching on the computer. So it's nothing for me to be in front of the camera. But the simple fact that I have to like be on there and talk to, I'm not sure who I'm talking to. At least with the students, there's like 20 or 30 of them sitting there listening to you. And a lot of times you can see them on the screen. But just talking and then wondering, okay, is somebody there listening, and how they're taking what you're saying, it takes a lot. And I think a lot of people don't realize that too. Also, another thing I want to give you guys a shout out to about is just the support. Even before I became monetized and got in a partner program, all those things, guys, I had so much support and still do from people that came and watched the channel. It's amazing. You guys that sponsored, you Cash App, buy me a coffee, all the different things that you guys did to support the channel. It was enough. This is why, like I said, you guys don't know the end yet. And sometimes, like in the beginning of it, you feel like it's too much. You feel like you're putting in all this work and nobody sees it. Do not give up. Hence the shirt. Don't quit. You need to do it. Do it. Oh, it's the opposite direction. You need to do it. And if you want this shirt, that's another milestone. Me opening up a merchandise store, which I'm very, very proud of through the channel. And so it's actually on my website. If you go into my website under the store link, or you could go into YouTube right here and hit the store link. And shout out to you guys that support. Like, there's many of you that bought merch. There's many of you that still, support. Shout out to you guys that all come through and you hit the like button. You guys are sharing on your channels. And also you guys you're encouraging and joining the membership. Shout out to you guys on the last stream I had. Shout out to Big Ben and BGH for you guys super chatting, and the new channel members, my bless Celesta, Dad. It's so many people that just support the channel. Dad bless, I think that's the name that popped up. Yeah. You guys like super support. And what I was saying before, as far as my story, if you're just getting here, hit the thumbs up. And thank you for your support. Thank you for coming here celebrating our channel anniversary, 1 year. 2 channels. We have Educate Mrs. B Finesse. And that channel is in, if you scroll down on this page, you'll see it has one of the featured channels. That is my education channel, for my background in education too. Also, as I was mentioning before, sorry guys, just the support from the very beginning. I remember at the very beginning, guys, my audio was horrible. I didn't know anything from Adam, guys. I'm a teacher, an educator, and like I said, I know how to be in front of the camera, but as far as like acoustics and sound and audio, I didn't know and didn't care about it. And I just remember going back listening to some of the old streams, how the sound was off and stuff was happening, but you guys were still there. Like, you still listened, you still showed up, you still sat there while I was working it out. And you guys know the struggle stream is real. Sometimes there will be glitches and stuff. And I'm kind of happy to and encourage to the fact that a lot of times I didn't show that on camera. Like, there's times, guys, that's frustrating when the stream kind of freezes, or your internet is glitchy, or a lot of times there's storms going on. I can't control that. Or maybe you bump something and it might go out. And to stay there, keep smiling, keep talking, that says a lot about a person. That's a lot to do, honestly, also, when that happens. So you guys always were supporting in that, which helped make me want to keep giving. I know at the very beginning, I think I was doing about 3 streams a week, like live streams. And as my life got busier, building a business, family growing, my little girl growing up, and giving more time to her, definitely had to cut that down. But still, coming at least once a week to do streams and encourage you guys, talking about health, encourage you talking about wealth and mindset. My biggest thing was your mindset and understanding, because once you get understanding about anything, it makes you well-rounded and wiser, and you can make better decisions instead of just following the sheep and listening to whoever is that key person talking and not using critical thinking. And all that is analyzing. When people are talking to you, don't just listen to what they say. I even tell you guys about me, I have no problem with it. That's the educator in me. Go cite me, go check it out, go see what I'm talking about, see if it's fact checked. All right. And once again, going back to the growth of this channel, I just want to give so much support and shout out to you guys, the Finesse family here, because you guys have help this channel with sponsoring and donating. We got a new live streaming camera. We got a new high-tech mic. We got a new screen to stream with, a new all-in-one computer. Like, that's not me, that was you guys. All the support, all the people sponsoring, donating. The vision was like so clear, and I just have to. This stream is really supposed to be for celebrating me, but it's really celebrating you guys, because I'm not the one. I'm not one of those big hotheads that really thinks I'm the one in the vision leading it. I know the Most High is the one that's a vision, and he's using me, but you guys have to be there to support the vision. You have to be there to keep it going. And if it's not for you guys, then what would the channel be? So, I mean, all this equipment, all these things, you guys wanted to see the channel grow. You guys wanted to help advance the channel. I mean, like I said, you can't really express it until like it's seen, it's tangible. And I've mentioned it before in streams, but I definitely wanted to wholly mention it so all of you guys know what you have done to create the channel. Investing in the equipment that you guys sent with support and donations to help the channel grow, and to help it be physically and audibly palatable, something that you want to watch and see. Even throughout the different topics we talked about. Some of you remember from the beginning, those streams used to be long. And let me tell you something, how I had time to do those streams. Shout out to my husband. That was one of the main reasons. But those of you that are parents that know, especially the parents, when you have a newborn, especially when they're little, they sleep most of the time. So I had a lot of time then, because once again, she would sleep a lot. And then, like I said, a lot of the time too, my husband's in the other room. So in the other living room. So he's in there, he's got her, she's wind down, or maybe one of the other kids has her. So she's sleeping most of the time. But as she's getting older and I'm getting busier, and then with business, building businesses and stuff, just less time. But I still want to give you guys quality. Princessa, hey Princessa, shout out to you, another channel member. Guys, if you want to join the channel to support and help celebrate the channel, go ahead and hit the join button at the top. Shout out to you, Princessa. She is an original channel member. She says, what it do? Man, Princessa, just here celebrating you guys. In light of me and the channel, but celebrating the growth of the channel, the year anniversary of this channel, and Educate Miss B Finesse. And let's just talk about even balancing the two channels. Yeah, you know what, guys? The way my brain works, I'm a huge multitasker, and it's like I am probably a different kind of breed of a person. I like to be challenged. I like to have a lot put on me. I guess it could be to a determinant, but I don't know. It's just like I like to be able to, the things that I know I'm well at and God blesses me with, I like to be able to put that out there for whoever needs it, right? Whoever, wants to ingest it in. Hey, Big Ben, shout out to you. You support the channel a lot. Guys, make sure you check out that stream with Big Ben. He was on the channel. He talked about life insurance. Excellent live stream. Make sure you guys check that out, and the little incentive part that I clipped for you guys, just in case you missed it in the live stream. Make sure you guys check that out. I believe they're in, one of them's in videos and another one's in live, so check out Big Ben for that. RM says shout out to the husbands. Yes, I gotta tell you guys something. This segment is gonna be probably about him, because he's been the main support from day one. He was the main one that was like, babe, whatever you want to do, go do it. Because like I told you guys, I just had a baby. So, I was just kind of on maternity leave. And I remember somebody telling me, like, what you have, other people need to see it. Other people need to be able to receive what you have, this gift that God gives you. And so, to be honest, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm not really a social media head. And and you guys know, if you listen to my streams a lot, I talk about this. I talk about being cautious on social media. If you guys haven't seen, I did a YouTube short, and I was talking about these wolves in sheep's clothing. You got a lot of people, and I see that's the thing here on YouTube. And I don't know if it's YouTube in general or a certain sector of YouTube. I'm not sure. But a lot of people will come on here with these talking points, and you have to use your discernment, guys, because a lot of them are on here And shout out to them. I'm not knocking their hustle, but it's not mine, because I know what I have is blessed, and I don't have to do what everybody else does to get the likes and the views and whatever, right? Because that's what you want to do it. But I want you guys to be aware of people that are doing that, because a lot of times people really are just doing stuff for the money part. They know the talking points to be said. You have a lot of people that and there's nothing wrong with agreeing with certain talking points, but just be cognizant of how people show themselves true, even when they're doing videos, how they respond to people, their tactfulness when somebody disagrees with them. I mean, a lot of those things, I think, because we want to be connected to people, we're not really even paying attention to it. So, I just kind of wanted to be that voice of reason and difference. And also I wanted to be something that people could connect to, because I'm not the one coming up here saying everything is perfect and roses are red, violets are blue, and your life should be perfect and everything should go the right way. And that's a falsehood. There's nothing that's always going to go the right way. You have to be, scripture even says that you have to be, seasons change, and you have to be aware that and be prepared that things are going to change. And be honest when you make mistakes. I think that's a big one. A lot of people are shooting these talking points, saying things as if they never made a mistake and or they never will make a mistake. And I think that is the part where you can't grow. And I also think a lot of you need to understand that people have their preferences. So stop getting mad at people that say that they feel like they only want to be around this or date this person or do whatever. That's their preference. It's nothing for you to even get angry about. Just really stop watching. That really will help a lot of y'all spirits. Don't even watch the stuff if you know it's bothering you that bad. But I have no problem with people if they have a preference for whatever they want. That's their preference. We all have biases. And I think a lot of times if we live in the reality of it's okay for people to feel what they feel, as long as they're not impressing on your life, your livelihood, as long as they're not, spewing some type of hatred or something where it could hurt you or affect your family. Guess what, guys? We all have different opinions and perspectives about things, and it's okay. Once again, shout out to you guys. Make sure you're getting that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are sharing, because sharing is caring. Once again, this stream is really to celebrate you guys in lieu of my name in the channel, I guess, millennialfinessemindset.com and Mrs. B Finesse. If you guys haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the Educate Mrs. B Finesse channel. Also, go in now and check, because a lot of you are telling me, oh, I missed the stream, or I didn't see this. Make sure that you guys are turning the notification bell all the way on. Because I'm dropping different videos and shorts, and I want to make sure you guys see them. Some of them are going to make you laugh, because laughter is great and encouraging. So make sure you guys check it out. Hey Lash, hopefully you're having a great day, and shout out to you on closing on your apartment complex. God is good. Princessa says, we are wolves in sheep's clothing and sheep in wolves clothing. Yes, we are. It's vice versa, and that's so true. And I really believe a lot of times that if we were really being honest with ourselves, we wouldn't have so much hatred, bias, and bigotry for each other. Because I think when you get on this high horse to believe that you are so good that you can tell somebody else something, that's different than like a leader. A leader is one that stewards themselves to be followed. And a leader has no problem with coming down, helping, we'll say in other sense, the sheep. A leader has no problem with being the one to take the brunt. That's what a leader does. I mean, a true leader, they're really just taking the hit from whatever happens to those that are following them, right? You a mess, Princessa. But anyways, yeah, a leader is the one that doesn't mind taking the hit. A leader is the one that does not mind bringing others up. All right. And I think a lot of people have that jaded. And a lot of times this is why the things that they do, they don't prosper. It doesn't lead to anything, or it'll go to a certain level and stop. And I know God is really teaching me that, as you grow, just make sure you are building with those that are here. Make sure that you are edifying those that I give you, because when I move you and shift you, I want you to make sure that you fulfill them. And that's what I really love about the platform. You guys, I really love, especially when I see. I'm not one of those people. I know a lot of streamers get angry, like if they don't see somebody, and then they're like, "Where's that person?" Or they don't come back. I love it because I'm human and I am in this reality of life as a wife and a mother, and I know sometimes, like, I just get busy. Sometimes I just have things to do. And I will always prioritize my family first. Always, always, always. Because who do you have to come back to? But not your family. So that's another key point. I'm going to do a series on this. And this is going to help everybody. But I think particularly it will help a lot of people, especially if you want to be stayed on, if you want like to get married, or if you want to grow in your relationship like with a man. I think there's key things that we don't really discuss that is necessary, that we don't really understand about, that it takes two for something to work. You can't just spew all these talking points from one side of whatever gender you are, and there's no coming to some type of understanding. So what I mean by that is just, okay, me as a married person, like, I'm not going to go around listening to single people tell me how to be married, because like, you can't speak to me with wisdom. And I think a lot of times wisdom is necessary. It's super necessary, right? Let's see. RM says, learn from the ultimate shepherd. That's all he did. That's it, RM. And people don't get that. It's like, and that's why it's so important to stop looking for everybody to want to be like your subscribers. Stop looking for the next big thing, the next viral thing. Because I'm going to tell you guys, you can get caught up in that. And I don't know how some of you function, because just me and on YouTube the last year, there's so much negativity and egotistical nonsense, and people just doing anything to get $1. And I've talked to them in real life, and they're nothing like how they are on YouTube. And so it's just amazing to me the facadeness of it all. And a lot of people think this is real. A lot of people don't realize most of the people on YouTube are characters or caricatures, right? They're not really honest. And discernment is necessary. Otherwise, you need to take YouTube as for a grain of salt, for just entertainment, because a lot of these people, guys, are using a lot of you. And I just don't think people get that. And I'm gonna say it and drop the seed and be done with it. I don't gotta bang nothing in you guys' head. You're gonna choose to do what you want to do. That's just my style. Like, I'm going to let you know what the real is. And then I'm done, but for my people on consultation, some of you know that have had consultations with me already, I'm gonna get real with you guys, because you are paying me to let you know what it is you need to fix and how you move forward. But other than that, I don't impress upon myself on people like that, because I know truth will always persevere. And when you are speaking the truth to people, they might not get it that day. Trust and believe, when God's ready for that seed to hit them, they're going to get it, and they're going to get it when they need to get it. And that's another gem right there. I'm giving you guys some wisdom here. Stop wanting people to change when you want them to change. Lord, I need a one in the chat for that. Stop getting people to change because you want them to change. Put a one in the chat, or put a hand raised, or prayer hands, whatever. So I know that you understand me right there. Because I think the biggest issue with YouTube is y'all don't give people no time to grow. Y'all want people to come out the womb perfect, holy, sanctified, and never to mess up, and never to have bodies and all this other stuff. When really and truly, I think a lot of times it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. Stop going out here like living your hot girl summers and all this other stuff, and hot man summers, and whatever y'all want to call it. Like, don't cast your pearls with swine. That's the simplest way I can put that. You don't got to put yourself out there for nobody to like you or be with you. And I think that's the biggest lie that's been told for this generation, even going back to me as a millennial, and the generation before me. You feel like you got to put yourself all out there for people to like and love you, when the people that you are supposed to be with and around, you will attract them, if that makes sense. I know that's true with this channel. I've attracted so many people. I didn't have to go out and lie and say things and be on 10 million platforms and stick with this stance and only stick with it. If you guys really been listening to me, you don't really hear me except principles, like moral principles. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. But you guys don't really hear me like point my finger down at people, because I know that don't work. I've been working with teenagers and young adults over 10 years. And if you have any common sense, you know, like, you don't deal with people with salt, you deal with them with sugar. And they're more likely to listen over time if you know how to come to people. And that's a big issue. Princess says that's right, edification. Hey, shout out to Peter Investor M, another channel member. The channel members are in here. Shout out to you guys. Once again, if you guys have not joined, go ahead and join the channel, guys. It's less than a bag of chips. And also, guys, the Educate Miss B Finesse channel, that channel is in the partner program too. That's a channel that's monetized too. So you guys can join that channel also too. I think it's like $1, the membership on Educate Miss B Finesse. So come on, show the support, celebrate with me. Go ahead and join both channels, guys. Peter Investor M says, Mrs. B Finesse, salute, happy anniversary. Stay focused on the tour goal to grow organically. Yeah. And shout out to you, Peter. It looks like that you are on. This is happy anniversary. So you're Peter Investor M. 8 months. He was one of my original channel members when I got in the partner program and monetized. So shout out to you. Thank you for the support. Still being here, Peter Investor M. It says that he is a Finesse fam supporter, and he's been here for 8 months. And that's what I say. I can't do anything but salute you guys. This is not really an edification of me right now. This is really for you guys. This is my support for you guys, my shout out to you guys, my thank yous, and congratulations to you guys, because you guys have helped. You guys, trust me, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been times, yes, I'm tired, or maybe I'm like, I set a stream and I don't feel like doing it, but I came on here and did it, because I know a lot of times I'm not on here for me. I know that throughout the stream is something that I'm gonna say that's gonna bless somebody, and I can't use my emotions of how I feel and my feelings, and I'm tired. A lot of times when that comes on me, guys, I know that it's a purpose for what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm trying to get distracted. Like, I'm not getting distracted. The enemy's trying to distract me, and I got to bless somebody. So a lot of times, watch that about yourself. Watch if you're feeling overly tired when you're supposed to do something that's important, or overly, maybe you get this feeling of stress comes on you, or you get this feeling of, I don't know, even just overwhelmed. A lot of times that's something you're supposed to do. And, it's trying to get you distracted to stop it, because once you do it, you're going to open the floodgates and the blessing's going to come, right? So once again, pay attention to those signs, because when I start doing that, guys, I'm telling you, my life went 10x. When I start noticing, dang, why am I getting tired when I'm trying to stay focused and meditate, take time to myself, and, take time in the word, or, or when I'm moving to the next level, I'm trying to learn something for business or something like that. Why am I all of a sudden tired? Why am I all of a sudden sleepy? Pay attention to those things, guys. Pay attention, because a lot of times it's meant for you to do those things. Thank you, guys, putting ones in the chat. I appreciate that. RM says just share this. Thank you, RM. Shout out to you. Thank you for sharing the stream. Thank you. I appreciate that, because listen, guys, this is the real reason of this stream. There's no way I could have grown but for you guys. And I'm gonna tell you why. I just told you guys, if you're listening, I was not on social media. I didn't have any accounts, any memberships anywhere. I literally was that unique thing that never was on social media. And you asking, well, why weren't you on social media? Just because I didn't feel like it was necessary, to be honest, because I seen the detriment it took and the toll it took on a lot of my coworkers, my family members. I just seen it, and it was just so weird to me. I didn't see why I needed to be on there. Number one. Number two, like, my relationships in person are awesome. So it's like, I'm like, why would I get on there and meet a whole bunch of people that I never will know when I can just meet them in real life? Because my interactions in person are just impeccable. I mean, I don't know what it is. When I meet people, people, I've been like that all my life. People just gravitate towards me. And I know that's purposeful. It's not just for me to get a big head. It's purposeful. It's something I have. The Most High gives me. And it's for other people. And I know it's for other people. So I can't just hide it in a box, or hide it in a job, or hide it in a profession, or even with my family. It's here to be shared. So that's what really the step at. Before I'm talking to my husband about it and him giving me the green light, he's like, go do it, babe. Because I need to make sure that he feels okay with me doing all that, because I could care less about being on social media. But I know it's needed because of what the gift I have. I know it's needed because of the business that I'm trying to grow and those I'm trying to touch. And it's needed because there needs to be a different type of person and view on social media. So I appreciate that. No, shout out to you, Peter. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it from the jump. Because I don't even think I knew I had memberships at that point. I think it was a couple of you that joined instantly. And Peter has always supported the channel. He's came through. He's been, and I love this too, that you guys are in the stream talking. Also, even you guys are talking to each other in this stream. It's such a great sight to see when you see people coming in and they're talking, and the edification in the channel, and the lightheartedness. And what I really appreciate and respect about you guys is I never had to come in here and say, don't be cussing in my stream, or don't be acting up and all. If you guys notice, even going back, because some of you know that's all we do is laugh up in here, I never said that. And the respectability, and I've had people on my stream that have been on other channels and acted a fool and clown, but the respect that you guys give when you come here, I don't have to give any disclaimers or tell you how to act when you come up, and I don't have to do any of that stuff. You guys are just awesome, man. It's let me drop this before I forget. There. All right. It's just awesome. You know what? It really, really is. And like I said, life is just so busy right now. I remember a couple people mentioned it to me. Channel members, they're like, hey, you didn't do a channel anniversary. Your year on YouTube. You need to do your video on it. And I'm like, you know what? I do. If you guys did not know, there's been a couple deaths that happened in my family. Some of my uncles had passed away. So, there's a lot going on with that. So, and just everything too. I have a child that's in college right now. They graduated a year early. So, navigating that with them, and, God is good. It's just a blessing, just navigating everything. It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. And I'm glad you guys could be there with me too, to do it, guys. So thank you guys for that. Shout out to you guys for that. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, Trash Can Waves, another day one. Shout out to you. Appreciate you stopping by. Happy birthday to your channel. Thank you, Trash Can Waves. I appreciate that. Yes. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. Princess says, stay off of social media or you're bumping to people like Trash Can. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But yeah, Trash Can Waves, day one. And Trash Can Waves, you can speak on that. I know you know. When I used to do the stream, I didn't even have StreamYard. I didn't have StreamYard yet. StreamYard, I was just going through YouTube, because to be honest, guys, when I'm focused on stuff, I'm just focused on one thing. I really didn't want to learn how to do something else, because I was just getting on YouTube, figuring out how to do the titles. I don't even think I knew how to do a thumbnail yet. I didn't know how to do any of that. And then everybody kept saying, well, do a live stream. And I was like, oh, that's another thing I got to learn. I don't want to do no live stream. And then after about 2 or 3 videos, I was like, okay, let me do one. And then people started trickling in, coming into the live stream and talking. And then I remember I remember in the live stream that, I don't know what I had. I don't even think I had a microphone at that point. Because I didn't care. Not that I didn't care, I just didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? And I don't have a problem with coming on here telling you guys I don't know what I don't know. I'm even like this with my students. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with messing up, saying something wrong. I don't have a problem with the stream cutting off. I don't get overwhelmed and cancel the stream and start another one. No, I'm showing you guys my authenticness, because that happens. You can't be so overwhelmed in life, guys, when stuff happens that you just give up. And trust me, I'm not sitting here telling you that everything is going to be roses. That's what I'm not doing, because I think that's a false narrative to give people, to tell them to be happy all the time. I'm gonna do a video on that, or maybe a series. You're not gonna be happy all the time. That's the reality. So stop telling people to be happy all the time. Stop telling people that all they got to do is get happy. No. You got to deal with whatever that issue is first. to get you to the happiness. And there's steps you can take to get to the happiness, for it to stay. So for it to be a stayed happiness, not just one that comes and goes. And I think once you tap into that in life, once you tap into that stayed happiness and that peace, you can be so much a better self. You can be so much a better person for yourself and then for your loved ones. But I think a lot of times we walking around in these costumes. We walking around with these masks on because we're scared to be who we really are, and we're scared to ask for help. That's another key one. We're scared to ask people to help us. We're scared to be open and vulnerable in situations. And a lot of us, no, I'm not even gonna say us, I'm trying to include me. A lot of people just talk too much. A lot of people are saying stuff they don't know nothing about. That I can sniff that crap a mile away. Like, people are gurus. People are gurus. They don't know even what they're talking about. They don't even have what they're talking about, or not even close to achieving it. But you're a guru on relationships or wealth building, or you're a guru on whatever the topic is, but you don't even have what you're talking about. I think when I want to listen to somebody that's married, if I want to be married, like when I want to go to that person or find them or encourage those people, okay, if you are married, can you start talking about this topic and subject, because this is my goal and what I want to do. And another thing too, guys, everybody's not going to get married. So, and everybody might not find the right person. So I kind of don't think it's really good to bash people in this situation if they say they don't want to get married. That's on them. That's on them. So if they don't want to get married, respect how they feel about that. But it doesn't mean you press your opinions on them and tell them that they know good and all that other stuff. Some people, honestly, guys, just won't get married, right? And the way this climate is looking, this whole generational thing that's going on with the Gen Z, even up to me, the millennials, and this mindset that they just, how their parents were, how, most of them were made by single mothers, that mindset that they put into their minds that they weren't anything. A lot of those mothers hated the fathers. Don't get me wrong, it was some bad dads, right? But most of the kids were raised by single mothers, a lot. Statistically, you can look that up. At least, okay, we're gonna say in minority, or if we tone it down, zoom it down, blacks, African Americans, right? So yeah, I mean, you have to get the root and then work on the root. And guess what, guys? It's not going to just change overnight. And I think a lot of us are jaded. We think these things will change. And that's why I keep talking about, if you notice, kind of the same topics. Because I want us to get our whole selves together first. Then once we get our whole selves together, you got to get our house together. And then once you get your house together, then you can go out to the community. But you have to build yourself to a point where you're strong to stand on what is true to you before you can even go out and try to change people's minds, because they could tell you one lie or trick or deceiving statement and you're going to believe them because you don't understand on that. Oh, shout out to BGH. He says, congrats, keep going. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you and your support too. Also, guys, make sure you guys check out BGH. Check them out. They have a clothing. It's blue and green hundreds. Make sure you check them out. Let me see if I have them. Let me bring that up. And they are. Can you guys hear me? Okay, hold on a second, guys. Let me bring this up. All right. Get this up. Now see? There we go. All right, let's see if I can get this up for you guys. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Once again, hit the thumbs up, sharing is caring. And we're just sitting here taking a little time out, guys, to celebrate the channel. Well, both channels, guys. There's 2 channels. There is Educate Mrs. B Finesse, and there is Millennial Finesse Mindset. 2 channels. Well, how do I balance the 2 channels? Let's see. Well, really, I feel like certain, it's kind of like the back of my hand. I know education up and down. I know education from K to 12. I know college, anything about college. Like I said, I've helped kids or young adults and adults work on college entrance things, scholarships, getting into college, even maintaining in college. I've done that for years. I've worked in education in K through 12. So all those things I know like the back of my hand. So to me, it just made sense to start that channel. Let me see if I can get this up so you guys can see. Share screen. Okay, guys, there you go. So that's blue and green hunches right there, guys. You have to check them out. They have new arrivals, men's, women, and kids clothes and accessories. Always been a channel supporter, so I'm definitely going to give them a shout out. Appreciate BGH. Always coming through, showing support from the channel from day one. And so this is their website. So I think I have it in the description, guys. Check them out. Check out their channel and support. So shout out to BGH and thank you for the super chat. It is much appreciated. All right. Let's see. And I'll put their link in the description too for you guys. Let's see. I wanted to come up, but where I am is pretty loud. Oh, come on up. Come on up, Princessa. Let's see. I'm cooking. Princessa, you always cooking. Princessa is always cooking something. She's always cooking and not coming up on the doggone screen. But shout out to you guys. I did put the stream in there because you guys know I forget. I'll get up here and get to talking and my hour gets past because I try. If you guys notice too, those of you just come in, hit the thumbs up. Shout out to all you guys that have came in, hit the like button. You are sharing. Thank you, RM, for sharing. She just shared it on her platform. But guys, this is a celebration really of you guys. It is 1 year for the Educate Mrs. B Finesse channel and this channel, Millennial Finesse Mindset, or aka Mrs. B Finesse. And it's so funny too, guys. When you go into Google, if you type in Mrs. B Finesse, boop, it pops up. So that was kind of I don't know, interesting to me and weirdly like shocking that you can type that in and it pops up. And if you don't know that, for you to even pop up in Google like that, when you have to have been searched by people, and a good amount of them. Hopefully you're having a great day, Wally. Look at this. See, guys, I told you. I'm just as real as I can be. Stuff is happening right now as we speak. All right. Let's see. Hold on, guys. All right, let's see. Share the previous videos. Yeah, this, guys, I was looking at the arsenal. There is a lot of information. I know a lot of information that I have put in and archived for the channel members, because there's so much stuff and I definitely want them to have first access to that. Like I'm gonna definitely go back to some of these old videos too, guys. I have probably maybe a year's worth or two of just content. If I was just putting out videos like, hold on, if I was putting out videos that were, I don't know, I say 10 minutes long, 10 minutes at a time, I have content for probably a year or two. There's so Let's see. Shachis says, congratulations on your first anniversary, Mrs. B Finesse. Your content is top notch, and you're turning into the fastest growing YouTuber on the internet. Salute. Thank you, Shachi. I really, really appreciate that. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to balance it all. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to make sure that and that they just get burnt out. I know I'm definitely going to talk about, there's this lady, I guess you could call her a YouTuber. She's been around for a minute. And I guess she was like one of those people that talked about the hustle and grind culture. And let me tell you guys something about that. To a certain degree, I know this is a thing that's the buzzword that people push, especially a lot of coaches and a lot of people that are selling packages and courses or whatever. Grind, hustle. But okay, if you grind and hustle, to what avail? Hold on. I'm gonna let some of you sit on that because I don't think you heard me. You can grind to a detriment, right? You can grind and run yourself into the ground. And the reason I say that is I think a lot of times, and this is one of the key points that I do agree with, that men like to talk about and say, is the whole fact that there's a lot of women that go out and they get degrees and they get all these things, and then when they're ready to have a family, they feel like they're too old, or maybe they don't want them. And ladies, listen, understand that if there's certain men that don't want you for your age, just be fine with that. That's not anything to be mad about, because people have their preferences. But yet and still, I think a lot of people miss out on the opportunity to build and have a family because they get so caught up in hustling and grinding for so long. And then by the time maybe you do get to where you want to be at, you've missed out on all those years. And this is what I hear from a lot of people that I've talked to, consulted with, worked with. They feel horrible and regret that they wasted time and they missed the time, to build a family, to build a relationship, and get married to somebody. That time that's lost is the key issue there. And it's not to say you can't get married later, you can't marry somebody that's got a baby, or baby mama, baby daddy. All these different scenarios happen in real life. We know that. A lot of people have stepfathers, stepmothers. It's just a whole bunch of situations. But a lot of times it's because of that time element. We wanted to hustle and grind so much we get burnt out. And that lady, I think she had like $2 million businesses. She talks about it. She used to have a course about it. She had a huge YouTube channel. And she just got real about a couple months ago. And she started saying how everything just fell. And this is one thing you have to pay attention to, guys. As you're rising up, you need to have little things set aside for situations where, let's say, you run out of money or costs go up, or people don't really talk about the true cost in businesses or the true cost in being an entrepreneur. They tell you the shine and the good stuff, and go out and do, what do they talk about? Go out and get these loans and what is it? Or go out and get somebody to sign for credit, to get you credit, to get these credit cards, or go out and buy this stuff. And then a lot of times, a lot of people don't realize, and I talked about the stats on this, a lot of people only make, like 70% of the people make, I think, less than $15 an hour in America. 70% plus, right? So when you guys are thinking about it, that's just enough to pay like your rent and the utilities. So if you do go into trying to start a business or do something, you have to have something to fall back on, because if you lose your job or something happens, or an expense comes, maybe you get sick, or a car or something, you got to be prepared to take care of that. And they're not talking about that, the truth of it all, right? You have to have truth in a lot of these things. Let's see. Google search game. Yeah, I know trash can waves. Let's see. Wally's just 1 year in the struggle streaming is still strong out here. You know what, Wally, was so funny is literally right when I said that, I think my foot hit my desk and the camera went out. So, but guess what? Struggle streaming with a smile. Don't care. But see, that's the thing, guys. It's gonna happen. Like, there's no person that doesn't have those issues. And if they do, you know what they do? They go back and edit it out. I don't go back and edit the stuff out. All right. So, and I think that's what makes me even more confident. Like, I know there might be an issue or something might happen, and I'm gonna keep talking and smiling. Now, if it's something extreme, you guys know I'll probably end it. But I don't think I've done that but one time. And I don't know what happened, but I came right back on. So that's not a problem. I don't have a problem struggle streaming. It's all good in the hood. Once again, guys, if you want to join the channel membership, I believe it is in the description on the under the video, and also it's on the YouTube. So thank you for all those that have supported the channel. I appreciate that. And thank you for those that, like I said, are felt strong enough to be channel members and you know, put that behind it, because like I said, I know how important it is to support somebody, but when people support you with monetarily, that's on a whole nother level, because they could be doing so much else with their money. So that's why I always try to bring value, especially when you guys before I was even monetized with YouTube, you guys were supporting and sponsoring me and donating to the channel. I mean, so much so that, I mean, you can see it. You can see what you guys have done. And it's just a blessing, like I said, and I have to give you guys a shout out for that, because you guys chose to put your money where your mouth was. You guys chose to support me. You guys chose to help get more equipment and help the streaming look more quality. And yeah, man, shout out to you guys for that. I appreciate that. Shachissa, you better speak, Miss B. It's hard out here for entrepreneurs. But God, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and I guess I have so many ideas in my head, but I'm very realistic. And I have to kind of like write things down and organize it, because I don't know if you guys didn't know, those of you that don't have children, or maybe you're not married, I think if you just sat on that and thought about it, she actually is married with kids, and she still brings us this information, and she brings guests on the show, and she's always smiling, and it seems like I'm learning something from every stream. I'm learning and I'm laughing. Like, you guys got to think about that. I never just thought about that till like right now. I just thought about that right now, like even balancing all of it, you know. And like I was talking to one of my another co-worker from in the past before, and she was the one that kind of taught me about like mental health days. So if you don't know, your educator, we earn sick pay or paid time leave, right? At the very beginning of the school year, we earn a lot, probably like a week or more of paid time leave, right? And she was the one that told me when I first started teaching years ago, she was like, you know what, I take a Friday off, and it's nothing wrong with me. I just do it just to get myself like, and I was just like, we get so many, you know, I'm thinking in my head, we get so many days off. We're off for holidays, we're off for this, we're off for the summer. What do I need to do that for? And I'm very good, especially those of you that know me, I'm very good at balancing things. So it takes a lot for me to just kind of stop and halt. Shout out to my husband. He taught me that. He said, you need to just stop and don't do anything. Maybe you need to stay in the bed for the day, or you need to just not do for the day. It's going to be okay. He's told me that many times, like, because I'm so like hyper. I'm not hyper, guys. I'm just super motivated. Like when I want to do something, like I do it, and I do it all the way. And you know, I learned that a lot of times I just need to stop. It's okay. It'll get done tomorrow. Like, stop. You know, and it's been a blessing controlling that, because those of us that are like that, you know, like we're just, you know, you're doing so many things, you're not getting that thing done, because you're in so many, your hands in so many things. So that's another thing that I learned, how to stick to whatever that is and be okay if I don't get it done, because I can finish it tomorrow. I don't know. I think that might have sunk in with somebody and blessed them, because I know some of us are we're just so like trying to get everything done, and we don't realize that there will be tomorrow. Okay, so you don't have to feel like that all the time, and that's just my truth. You do a lot. Yeah, I do. I really do, and that's why I said, like, I'm not going to allow myself to burn out. So, and that's why I say, like, when I first started, guys, I was doing like 3 streams. If you guys OGs remember, let me see, OGs in the chat, tell me what days I was streaming. Let me see if I got some true OGs in here. What are the 3 days that I was streaming when I first started about a year ago? But as life grew, you know, I didn't feel so condemned to the YouTube channel and algorithm that I was like, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta, like some people do, I gotta keep going. And I'm just thinking, you must not have a family or anything, because like I do not have to keep going because I have a family in there first. So if the people that listen to me cannot kind of work around how the channel has to change and evolve, then I'm okay with that, because I'm not going to burn out. Would you rather somebody work around and give you the best quality information they can give you, or would you have quantity where they burn out and then they just, like a lot of them do, just kind of quit YouTube or quit the channel or give up, or just going to, like, a lot of people, guys, you don't realize a lot of these content creators are going into depression. Like, if you just Google it, I don't think some of you really realize. I think you so kind of like venomous into like receiving all this content. You want to watch this and watch that, and you want this person on this time, and you want to consume and consume. You guys don't realize these people are real people in real life. And if they're sitting on the stream with you all day, like, when are they going to tend to their family? When they're going to have time to do whatever they need to do? Like, I mean, it's a lot. And that's really a big reason why I like to keep myself in a regiment to where my stream's about an hour, because I know people that are watching on replay, their attention span is not long anyways, number one. And then number two, like I said, that gives respect to my time in my house. So I know, and everybody in the family knows, okay, she's got this time, okay, we're not gonna mess with her this time, we're gonna give her that time. And it's a blessing, because they could be out of order, you know what I'm saying? But and I thank God for that. I appreciate them, my family, right? They do a lot to help me even be here streaming now. You work too hard, Miss B, settle down. No, I do. Shout you, I really do. And that's what I learned. Like, and you know, my husband helps me. He checks me on that a lot too. Like, listen, it's okay. I'm at work, you're at home. You're at home for what you wanted to do, which is take care of the baby. So don't worry about it and relax. And you know, that's a lot of peace, because like I said, me being on the go career person, doing a lot, and transitioning into now starting my own business and balancing everything else, to be honest, it is a lot. So I mean, I don't know how people that are like true entrepreneurs, like it's truly a mindset thing, because if you really talk to a real entrepreneur that's honest, that's a key word, honest, they're going to tell you there's seasons. It's going to be times when people are buying stuff and when they're not. And you have to be prepared for those seasons. And that's life, period. It's seasons. It's going to be seasons where everybody like you, seasons when they don't. Seasons when your family members are there, seasons when they trick you and swindle you and throw you under the bus, right? You got to be prepared for that. And this is another key thing too, some wisdom 101. Don't idolize people. Stop idolizing these people you're listening to, even content creators, or even could be family members. Don't idolize people, guys, because when you put these people on a pedestal, even if they're your family member, your mama, whoever, you put people on a pedestal, and then when they hurt you, like that breaks you, and it breaks your heart, and it breaks you down. But you got to realize, as human beings, nobody is perfect. Not one on this earth. So if you understand people aren't perfect, even though that what they did was wrong, and it was not justified, and it was sinful, it was hurtful, it was disrespectful, that human essence is what humans do. And I'm telling you, you have so much peace if you really just let that sink in. Humans is going to be what humans is. Now that's what I'm talking about. Princess says Monday, Wednesday. Oh yeah, hold on. She said Monday, Wednesday. Oh, where's my button at? Princess, I was about to give you a shout out, but now I'm taking it back. Taking it back. Tackle, what's that called? Foul on the play. What's that called in football? Y'all help me. What they call that? Something on the play. I don't know. Something on the play. No, somebody tell me, what days was I streaming? Princess said Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some Saturdays. Nope. I never streamed on a Saturday, because Saturdays was always for family. Only time I streamed on Saturday is somebody sent me something that I felt was like important to talk about, and I had maybe an hour before I knew, like, me and my family were going to go out somewhere or do something or go to the theme park or something. I try not to ever stream on Saturdays, because I know the weekend is the family time, and that's the time like when we can do stuff and everybody's off and stuff from school and work. So I try not to do anything on Fridays or Saturdays. Let's see, Princess, are you a mess? While it says YouTube is a media business, why are you questioning how long it takes someone to do the work when the work is all on your shoulders? This is why I'm not gunning it the way I should, especially. Okay, Wally. Wally says, when you don't have a solid, high quality of a studio for wherever you have it. That's true. That's true, because even so, people on cell phones that do record on cell phones, I don't know how they do it. I guess you iPhone users, I got an iPhone. I don't know if I'm a year with the iPhone or 6 months. I've been Android all my life. My husband got me an iPhone because he seen I was streaming just to do, as I'm on the go, do higher quality stuff and use the editing programs, but still learning. Shout out to him. But anyways, yeah. The qualities is super, super important. It's definitely important. Definitely important. Because, yeah, a lot of people just get on here and just talk and say stuff. But like I said, as you are growing and as you stay with it, you definitely want to improve on certain things, right? And just learn. Talk to other people. I think at least me personally, you just don't know what you don't know. I don't know anybody else that was doing all this stuff, so I didn't know. And, you know, a lot of people in the background were like, listen, we support you. We love what you're doing. We're going to do this. We're going to help you with this. We're going to, you know, do this for you. We're going to give you access to these people or this program or whatever. So like I said, the growth even in me is from you guys, because you just don't know what you don't know sometimes. But a lot of people that were in the background, name said and unsaid, because some of them, they don't want their name said. They just want to know that I know that they helped me out. You know, it's just really, like I said, when you come in with a heart and purpose to want to do something and you want to do your best, you understand it's not going to be perfect. And I'm not that person. You guys, you want to go find a perfect person, go find them. I know I'm not. All I want to do, like I said, guys, is for the growth to be progressively going forward, right? And, you know, all the things, like I said, if I look back, even YouTube, all the things I've learned, even how to conduct as far as like bringing people on and how to conduct even when there's issues going on with people that come up on the platform, especially when they would come up in the early times when people would come up and I would do panels, and how to conduct that even when people were going back and forth and arguing, and how to just get it to tame down without yelling at people or calling them out of their name and just doing all the stuff that people do on other channels. I don't know. I just thank God that I don't have to do all that other extra stuff. People, when they come up here, if they do get out of pocket or they did do anything, it's like they would check their own selves. And that's a blessing, because some people are not going to do that. They're not going to check themselves. Let's see. That's some Saturdays. I can't even recall a Saturday. I think the last time I remember Princessa doing a Saturday was that Lapeef thing. I remember I had woke up and I had got a thing saying Lapeef was shut down or something. And I think I went live right before we were about to leave and go to the theme park or something. I remember I told my husband, I was like, let me go live real quick because I know they're going to want to talk about this. I think somebody sent me something too to talk about it. And I went live. And yeah, that was a big one too. I think I had about 200 or 300 people on that stream. Let's see. You took it back with that leader detox button. Oh yeah. Got it, guys. Remember from the stream? You guys can't see it. But I'm going to start the journey. Let's see. Wally says they use StreamYard on their phones, maybe even some add-on. Oh, okay. I know StreamYard, it's some things on the phone that just, they're not the same as sitting in front of that laptop. They're just totally different. Let's see. Wally said, no, you did a Saturday just for us way back. When, Wally? A Saturday stream? The last one I can remember, Wally, to be honest, was that Lapeef one I did on this. Oh, no, my bad. That was a Sunday. That was a Saturday. Wally said, okay, Wally's an OG too, so I can't go against what the OG say. Wally said, no, he said you did a stream on a Saturday just for us way back. I probably did, but I know it was quick though. I know it wasn't more than an hour. If I did, I probably came home from everything. And you know what, Wally? A lot of times I was streaming, but you know where I was at? The theme park. So yes, I did. I did stream like when I'm at the theme park sometimes, just so you guys can see it, or people would ask me questions. What's it like, you know, when you go to this theme park or this one, Daytona or what's the other place, Tampa or whatever, different places, Miami, whatever. And so I was like, you know what, I'm out here with my family and I'm enjoying it, but I do want you guys to kind of experience it with me, because you don't really see all that. It's just pretty much kind of professional. I'm in here talking and we're talking about whatever the topic is and I'm done. So that was, I like doing that, you know, just showing little clips of just, you know, us being out or whatever theme park we're at, or whatever kind of amusement park, theme park, whatever. So yeah, you're right, Wally. I have done clips of that. I did do that before. Now that I recall. Shasha says, yes, it's very true. Sometimes you have to detox yourself from toxic food and toxic people. Friends, family, business associates, you have to live your best life. Yeah, it's super important. I think a lot of times we're stuck on that somebody's been with us since day one, so we have to stay with them. But you got to process. They've been with you since day one, but have they been with you to encourage you, or have they been with you because of something that you can give them, or something that they can take from you, or even your notoriety? I know a lot of times, guys, and you guys know earlier streams I talked about this a lot. This is how you figure out if somebody's really for you. Tell them something good happened to you. Tell them anything. Just tell them something. See how they respond. See if they kind of give you a short, okay, that's cool, and then change the subject and talk about themselves. Or if they really showing like, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you, or oh, you know, that's so awesome, I knew you could do it. Like, look at the response, and don't do it once. I told y'all that back in the day. Don't just do it one time and then get mad at your best friend because they didn't respond. They could have been having a bad day. They could be going through something themselves. I'm saying do it procedurally, do it continually, habitually, and see the response. And if you keep getting this response, is the person is like giving you short-winded answers, or they're just like or they take it back to themselves and talk about themselves, you might have a runner, you might have a track star there. You might have somebody that really don't care about you, right? Let's see. Wally says, I might have to go back to one of these old streams and make comments on the one or few I'm speaking of. Yeah, go ahead, Wally, go ahead, because I know I have a lot of them. They're under the channel members. So the channel members have access to a lot of the old ones, just because you know, just something exclusive to give them, because like I said, even going back, there's so much information in those other streams. So yeah, go ahead, Wally, go back and comment on them. But I know a lot of them are in the channel membership under members. Let's see. Princess said she did a 58-hour streams. No, that one time, that was for the lead attorney. That one time. And guys, and it's so funny because shout out to Gail, shout out to Jonathan Barronville, shout out to BTB, Before the Billions. Who else helped me stay up on that stream? I really didn't stay up. I know like a couple times I left off, and Gail and Jonathan were like, Finesse, just go ahead and put your avatar up and we'll talk. And I went into the other room with my husband. I think, you know, I was in there feeding the baby and stuff like that. I took a couple breaks and I just put the screen on because we were trying to beat the goal, which was a record thing, because TLA, I think he had like a 8-hour stream, 8 or 9 hour stream, maybe 10. And then I think BTB had a stream and it was like 10 hours. No. It was TLA, BTB had a stream, it was 10 hours and he stopped. And I was like, and it was BTB, I think it was Uncle Stu too. Everybody was like, we want you to be TLA's stream. And so listen, don't tell me I can't do something. Because I'm really, like, I'm that person. I'm very competitive. My family's super competitive. I'm competitive. Like, I'm going to beat you. That's how I am. So I remember, and I remember we planned it. I was like, okay, listen, guys, we're going to do this. No, I didn't, because I was just up. I don't know, just how my streams were. Like, when I used to do, like, sit up, those streams, I would give y'all a topic, I would start talking, and everybody would just be so involved and want to come in the stream. And the other difference is, like, my streams would go later in the day. So that about that time, people were getting off work and they would jump into the stream. So it gave more people opportunity to come into the stream compared to when I was just doing the streams in the afternoon, more or 1 o'clock, because that's the time chunk I had before my day got busy or whatever. But yeah, I think we did 12 hours, didn't we? Yeah, I remember I came off the stream a couple of times, and I was like in the living room, my husband with the baby. I think I cooked. I think I might have left for a little bit too. But yeah. No, I mean, even just thinking about that stuff, I'll never do it again. But well, I'll never say never. But I'm just saying, like, to be frank with you and honest. But that you know, that's something to even remember. Like, the simple fact that we did that. It's just awesome to think about how much it wasn't me. I didn't want to do it. It was y'all. It was everybody. It was like with my streams before, when I used to go all like those long streams, I would have to like kick people off the stream. People would be like, no, Finesse, just keep talking. I got my family. I'm about to go. I can't talk. Y'all continue this on another stream, and it's fun to see how the streams have rolled over to other people that sit now and they do 7-8 hour streams. And I'm excited for them because I know I ain't got time to do that no more. Sure don't. But yeah, the streams used to be a little bit longer because I actually had the time at that point to sit and let the stream go. But yeah, man, that was good times. That was fun, man. That was super, super fun. Let's see. Chacha says, but you have to also be patient enough to help people grow because you never know what it could turn out to. Great friends and business associates in marriage. God's grace covers everyone. Yes. That's a key point, and I pushed that on my channel. And I kind of reiterated that at the very beginning, Shachil. I said that you can't expect people to be at their best when you first meet them, and you cannot put people on pedestals as idols. And I think that's a big thing. When you idolize people, and when they mess up, which they will, when they mess up and fall off that throne and fall from grace, and you're so hurt and shook from it, and it devastates you, that you should never put them on a pedestal, right? And I think that's a key thing. Yeah, God's truth is so important. Back and forth. Princessa says, Wally, remember when she and BTB was just starting to get in and we're going back and forth with each other? Oh, BTB, that's always been, I call BTB my little brother. Like BTB he's the reason. To be honest, if y'all really day ones, go back. BTB is the reason, honestly, that we even met that 12-hour stream or whatever. Because remember when I was transferring it over, because somebody had told me StreamYard cuts off after so many hours, but it doesn't. Like if you have the plan you pay for, it doesn't. And I didn't know that, so I thought after like so many hours, because I don't think I did a stream past like 6 hours or something like that. I thought it cut off. So what I did was I switched and started another stream because I didn't want it to end. And BTB was the one that went to the new stream while I was still transferring the stream, and he was hosting it till I got over there. So shout out to BTB. BTB, he's been a day one. He's awesome. BTB has always been supporting the channel, and he's always come up, like, especially like he would come up on streams like I had to do something and I'm in the back check, BTB, I gotta run somewhere, or I'm about to do something with my daughter or whatever, I gotta go do a phone call. And BTB would just sit and talk. He would talk until I came back. And shout out to a lot of you did that. There's a couple of you that would come up on my stream a lot of times when I did the long streams, and I would be in the back check saying, I need you to keep talking because I gotta go take care of something. And it was just seamless. You never knew that I was in the background gone, or I had to take care of something, because I had some ride or dies that would come up and do that for me when I used to do the long streams. So Princessa says BTV did a 30-hour stream. I remember that. And Princessa, remember they had video, somebody clipped him of him sleeping. Shout out to BTB. He go hard too. You give him a challenge, he's going to try to meet that challenge. Yeah, he did a 30-hour stream. I remember that. I think I went to bed, me and my husband went to bed, and I said to my husband, look at BTB. And then woke up that next morning, BTB was still streaming. Because I think he was just trying to beat the 12. I don't know what BTB was trying to beat, but yep. Wally says, of course I did. I'm lucky I came around sooner than later. Yeah, Wally, because you know what makes me smile, Wally? When I go back and I see that short of when I had did Blind Guy's channel interview, and we did the what was it, a prize or something, and you were the one that won it. And I always look at that short and it just makes me smile, because I'm like, hey, there's Wally, when you said you wanted me to grow oranges or whatever. 58 hours of power, right? Princessa says it has been a year. Hashtag flashback. Congratulations, boo. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, and I'm just glad that I haven't burnt out. I'm so glad that I have I know the schedule in my head. I know how I want to do things. I'm so glad that I didn't get caught up with a trend or something and then try to run with that, and I wasn't my authentic self. And you guys are going to see it change and shift and grow. I mean, that's just life. It's going to do what it does. But the main reason I'm so glad is you guys. I'm so glad, like, you guys are here. I'm so glad that you guys give your opinions about things. You give ideas about what you want to see. So glad that you guys share it. So glad that you guys put your money behind things. You put your money where your mouth is. You support the channel by cash apps, by super chats, by joining the membership. I mean, that says a lot to give something reoccurring to somebody. And you guys don't know how much that encourages and edifies me to know that, okay, somebody is going to put money on something. I want to make sure that I show up. I want to make sure that I do the best I can, give things that are going to, you know, transform them and encourage them and help them start a conversation. A lot of the talking points, guys, I do is to start conversations so you guys can go talk to your family and friends about these issues. And it's just, I'm excited with everything to come. Make sure, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the Educate Mrs. B Finesse channel, there, if there's any topics you guys want to know about, especially with college or with your kids in school, public, private, charter, all the sectors, I know about all of them in and out. Probably one of the few people that know all those things. All right. Let's see. Keep going, doing things, Miss Finesse. You know you always have my support. Shout out to you. Thank you. Shout out to you and happy anniversary. Keep it up. All right, guys. So once again, we did a little bit over my hour block. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Shout out to BGH. Thank you, as always, for supporting. And also, shout out to everybody that came through. Thank you for that super chat. Trash Can Waste, Princess, Peter, Wally, Shah. Thank you guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the channel members, the ones that support. Man, guys, like I said, this stream was really about you guys. It wasn't about me. I don't need any edification, because I know when you stand on truth and you know that you are only trying to give truth to people and try to edify them, there's nothing else you got to prove. You gonna have some that gonna take it and some that won't, and I'm good with that. I'm not one that I feel like I gotta drill it into you. You gotta listen to me. Nope, sure don't. I'm gonna put that seed down. I'm gonna stand on truth and righteousness, and you take it as it is. You can believe me or not, that's all on you. But I'm gonna still drop it, right? I'm gonna give that to you, right? Let's see. Shaw says, I'm about to subscribe. Everyone should too. Yay, Jeff Yu. Shout out to you, Jeff. I remember Jeff is one of the originals too. Jeff Yu says, congrats to you, Mrs. B Finesse. Salute to you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jeff. Princess says, I tried Boost StreamYard is making me sign in, but it wasn't working. Oh man. What Princess, are you about to try now again? Because I'm gonna go ahead and round it on off. Well, shout out to the channel members, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Princessa, channel member. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Peter Investor M, always coming through support. RM too. Shout out to her and Big Ben. Shout out to RM and Big Ben. Sorry you guys were at the early beginning stream. Shout out to you guys. Trash Can, thank you for coming through. Peter Investor M, shout out to you. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Crystal. Thank you for supporting, being a channel member. Like I said, guys, I know, you know, with these times coming up, maybe a recession looming, when you guys put your money where your mouth is, I got to give you an extra shout out for that, because I know that means a lot to me that you do that. But I know it's a special place and understanding that you guys have that you will do that. So shout out to you, Crystal. Thank you for that. Princessa, thank you for supporting. Peter, thank you for supporting. BGH, thank you for being a channel member and supporting. And I thank you guys, thank you all for being here and supporting as always. Let's see. Is Big Bad Bull here? Oh, shout out to Big Bad Bull. Why can't I? Let me see. It must haven't popped up yet. Let's see. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. He has been here 8 months. He's another original channel member. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. He's been a member for 8 months. He's a Finesse Fam enthusiast. Thank you so much for your support. He says, happy anniversary. He said, what's the game plan for the year ahead and what's your schedule? Okay, so the game plan for the year ahead is I'm looking at more, to be honest, guys, something I have kind of in the vault is I wanted to do some type of series kind of dealing with marriage and how to move forward, if that's what you want. So kind of something to help women kind of get an understanding. Oops, sorry, I kicked the thing. To help women kind of get an understanding of the do's and don'ts, the reality of even moving forward dating, what that's like, having the honest conversations about that. Definitely want to stay on the health and wealth, because you guys always send me messages. You guys always tell me how much you love when I have people to come through that talk about wealth building or getting your health right, mindset, that whole focus. That's really what I'm looking forward to do. Big Pimple, I don't know why it won't bring you up. I can't bring it up on StreamYard. That's so weird. Come on, StreamYard. You're acting crazy. I can see your post here on YouTube, but I can't see it on StreamYard. But shout out to Big Bad Bull. That's another person that I just I have to. Oh boy. Big Bad Bull, Peter, Investor M. I think those are like the original channel members. Like, I didn't even know I had channel members early on. That was 8 months ago. And they're like the first 2 people to join. And shout out to Big Bad Bull, because I remember Big Bad Bull when you actually came up on the channel. I think I was doing a panel with the guys, the men, and we were talking about, I think, families, and how a man looks at how he supports his family different than a woman, and how valuable a man is in his family. And shout out to Big Bad Bull, because he came up, and I remember him saying, I don't think at that point he'd ever come up on anybody's channel. And he was saying how he felt some type of way coming up, but he really came up and asked these questions because he wanted to know answers to them. And by the end of that stream, if you didn't have a love and care for Big Bad Bull, I don't know if you just had the devil inside of you, because he was so the way he expressed the love for his children, the way he expressed how him as a man, he works so hard to help everybody around him. And his willingness to keep going even though he's not seeing what he needs to see. Shout out to him. And shout out that you came to my platform, and that was one of the first places that you came up on the screen, because I seen him in the chat, but he never came up. And that's another thing I just want to sidebar and talk about. The many people that came up on the platform that never been on anybody's platform. I remember, I think Gail, the first time you guys seen Gail's face was on my platform. She came up, shout out to her. In the background, she had been talking to me, calling me and stuff, and we had been going back and forth talking. And her spirit is she is just such a authentic person. Is so unreal. And the fact that she didn't even go up into TLA's platform first, she came on mine. I mean, that was a testament to, how much she wanted the channel to grow, how much she cared about me. So shout out to her for that. I think Luke Hazley, the first time Luke Hazley came up was on my channel. I don't know. No, I do. I think Luke Hazley never showed her face on anybody's channel. She came up on my channel. That's the first time people seen her. Big Bad Bull, first time they seen him was on my channel. Who else? What's her name? Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I think guys, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. I know he has a Twitch channel, but I don't think he came up on anybody's channel before except mine. I know he does Twitch. Dog, you gonna be mad at me, but shout out to you. You know who I'm talking about. Young yellow, I forget his name. Princess, what's his name? He used to come up a lot in between him getting off work before he got home. I forget what his name is, but he used to come up a lot. So shout out to him. Shout out to Big Ben too. Big Ben, he's always kind of been in the background supporting. And if you guys didn't know, like, I remember him mentioning what he did, and I told him, I was like, Big Ben, you know what? I really think what you're doing as far as you working in life insurance, I really want you to come up on a platform and talk about that, because I don't think a lot of people understand that. So shout out to him for even taking the time, because he's super busy. He does a lot, and he's come up. And if you guys didn't know, most of my channel, more than half is men. So, I'm aware of that when I'm even doing things on the channel. And I appreciate how even the men that come on this channel, they're so open to receive and hear things even from the woman's perspective. It's just awesome. It's awesome dichotomy for this to be more men on my channel, but the men are so like willing to let you know how they feel, and they're willing to get understanding. That's very rare. So shout out to you guys for that, man. Princess always trying to get somebody a plate. Princessa says, yes, Big Bad Bull was passionate about that topic. Yeah. See, Princessa remembers, and a lot of you, if you've been day ones, you remember when Big Bad Bull came up. It was awesome because he really just was there, just kind of saying what he felt his truth was. And, you know, some people were against it, some people were for it. But when we left that stream, everybody had some understanding. And I know they were edified because that's what they were saying. They were sending me messages and emailing me about that stream. And that's why I know, guys, we aren't to our 1 million subscribers and all that yet, but I already know this is gonna be very profound. And it's like a sleeping giant. It's like we're getting the hardcore people, we shutting off the ones that weren't supposed to be, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I like the slow grind of it all, to be honest. Like I love how authentic you guys actually are here. You're super authentic. You're super authentic, because some people got like 10,000 subscribers, guys. They got 50,000, but the people aren't authentic. They're just kind of voyeurs. They're in there watching, gawking, but they're not really supporting that content creator. So shout out to you guys. Wally says, you the only one that got Big Bad Bull on your panel, period. Oh, for real? I didn't know that. And shout out to Wally too. Wally had an epiphany here too. Don't get it twisted, because Wally know, if he can be honest, Wally was straight like, women are horrible, I hate women, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna go that far. I don't know if Wally said that. I'm just paraphrasing if he said he hate women, but I remember Wally was some type of way too. And then Wally, I remember him coming up saying, B, coming to your channel, just me just really being open to listen to some of that stuff, I kind of changed my view. So shout out to Wally too. Shout out to Wally, because Wally, yeah, Wally shifted a little bit on that too. And see, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. The thing about me is, like, I'm not here to make you shift anything. I'm just here to make you think and get some understanding. And this is how you have wisdom in conversations. If you don't know every side of it, you don't even have understanding of it. It's really, honestly, you can't speak if you don't know every side of it. And once you get understanding and you know both sides, then you stand on your square. Then you know what you know, because you're looking at it from both perspectives. You don't gotta agree, but you definitely got to be looking from both perspectives. Let's see. Hey, Big Bad Bull. He says, Miss B, Finesse, flowers and praying. Yes. Shout out to you, Big Bad Bull. You always been in the background supporting me, you know, giving your time and giving, you know, showing up for the streams and sharing. Big Bad Bull has brought so many people to the channel. Authentic people that come and still watch. Like, he's one of those people that he puts his money where his mouth is, as far as him saying what he's gonna do, him proving it, his energy by bringing people, instead of just saying, yep, I'm gonna share your stuff. No, he literally goes on forums and stuff and is sharing it. So shout out to him. And you guys don't realize this. I'm gonna tell you something that I probably have never told you guys. I'm always wishing the well for you guys, especially those of you that are giving, and you take something out of your pocket, out of your family. I'm always praying over and for you guys, that you guys get it back 100-fold. You guys might not know that. I just wanted to let you know that. And I don't gotta tell you nothing, but that's how much, like, I understand, you know, that power of the sowing and the reaping is. Like, I always want you guys to have overflow, because I mean, to be honest, guys, you have to have that to be able to give to people. You can't give in a negative, right? So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Big Ben, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Big Ben says, I was a first on your channel. Shout out to you, Big Ben. Thank you. I mean, I think a lot of times too, guys, when I see the names and stuff, there's so many names that are the same, I get confused. Okay, Wally said she's been on Peep. Okay, I never really watched the Peep, Wally. Like I said, when I first came and started my channel on YouTube, I didn't know anything about YouTube, to be honest. I mean, only time I went to YouTube was to learn stuff. Like, I went on there, like, if I want to learn how to do something or fix it or whatever. But I never was there as a voyeur. I was never there watching people. And if I did catch something, it was because maybe I was reading or on a web page and it linked me to the YouTube or something. But no, I didn't know about Lapid for none of that. So Yella, thank you, Wally. His name was Yella. I didn't know anything about that type of stuff. Once again, guys, if you want to buy merch, it is in the channel description, and it's on the top bar, or you can go to my website, millennialfinessemindset.com. You guys asked, so I made it. Don't quit. See you guys there? Do it. Don't quit. Right? And then we have the shirts that are just with the crown on it and the what Finesse stands for: faithfully innovate, inspire, be naturally effective, seek success every day. Yes. Let's see. And make sure you guys share, because sharing is caring. Make sure you guys are sharing the information. But once again, guys, shout out to you guys. Shout out for this channel 1 year anniversary. Shout out for things to come. Once again, make sure that you guys let me know if there are specific things. Channel members, make sure too that I have everybody's email. So if you guys see on the channel members section in the YouTube channel, make sure if you haven't sent it to me that you have. Or I think if you go to my channel, I think there's a sign up where you can put your email and stuff in to sign up on millennialfinessemindset.com. But make sure I have all you guys' information. And once again, guys, this is for you guys. Wally said, I don't hate women, I just don't like the BS. No, that's how I corrected myself on that one, Wally. I didn't mean you hated women, but I know, like, when you first came in, there was a certain disposition that you had. And I remember you came up on one stream and you said it. You were like, listen, I felt a certain type of way, but listening to your streams and coming in, like, now I feel different. But nobody's about no BS, Wally. I never would advocate anybody to take BS from anybody, right? And I hope that's made evident in the streams that you guys watch here. It's more so, guys, just weed people out too. Don't feel like you have to stay around or with people just because you've been around them. Sometimes you got to level up, edify, and move on, move out, right? You don't have to deal with certain things. And I think a lot of times too, you got to be able to watch and pay attention to those people that don't have your best interest, and those people that are trying to get to run something on you, or trying to get something out of you. They don't have your best interest for it. And a lot of times too, your discernment will tell you guys, especially if you're keeping yourself in your mind clear, who these people are. So just be cognizant of that. Be cognizant. And if you get caught up in it, just don't get caught up the second time. We all might mess up and slip up one time, get caught up in some mess, but don't let it happen more than one time, guys. All right. And just always, like I said, make sure that you guys just stay focused. Remember, what Finesse stands for: to faithfully innovate, to inspire, to be naturally effective, and to seek success every day. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate you guys. Let's see. I appreciate the support, and give or show. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I gotta get back to doing what I need to do here. So I just wanted to take a little time out and give you guys shout out, support, respect, and I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much. And also, once again, if you guys have not subscribed to the Educate Mrs. B Finesse channel, go ahead and subscribe to that one. That channel is in the partnership program too. That channel has been monetized also. So we got 2 channels that we're just trying to keep up and edify you guys. So you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Adios, au revoir. And make sure you comment after the stream. You guys are in here commenting heavy during the stream, but we're not commenting after. And if you don't know, guys, the comments are super important. They help with impressions. So hitting the like button, being in the stream, talking, commenting after the stream, and sharing, all those things. And even when you guys engage with super chatting, and people that are in the channel membership pop in and talk, the YouTube sees that, oh, these people are engaged, they're active in this person's channel, so let me suggest it, right? Especially when you're a smaller channel, it's highly likely you won't get suggested unless there's a lot of activity going on in your stream and stuff. All right, so shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Big Ben, for the super sticker and the super chat. Big Ben says, I was first on your channel. I was a first on your channel. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. And shout out to, once again, BGH for the super chat. Congrats, and keep going, guys. Do you hear that? I got this little cycle below my little work desk. That's on my little work and exercise at the same time. I'm sitting here cycling as I'm going. All right, guys, shout out to you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Adios, au revoir. And also too, last thing I forgot, make sure you guys are turning your notification bells on, because I have a lot of streams coming up. So a lot of you will know by the notification bell. Wednesday there's one Thursday, and I think the next 2 Wednesdays. So make sure you turn on the notification bell. We're going to go heavy on this health is wealth topics, and we're going to talk about toxicness, toxic people, toxic work environments, all this toxicity. Make sure that you guys check. Let me see, where's my cell phone? Oh, hold on, let me see. Guys, thank you, Big Bad Bull. Thank you, Big Bad Bull, for the cash up. I appreciate that. I don't even look at my phone a lot of times when I'm looking down at that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. And thank you for the support. And make sure, Big Bad Bull, I don't know if you responded back to my message, but make sure you check that. Make sure you check that message, Big Bad Bull. Control things, even when I mess up, even when